Rabindranath Tagore was a Bengali poet, playwright, songwriter, and philosopher who was born on May 7, 1861, in Calcutta, now Kolkata, India. He was the first non-European to be awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature, in 1913, for his collection of poems Gitanjali. Tagore's literary works, which encompassed poems, short stories, plays, and novels, have been widely translated and are considered some of the most important works of Indian literature. Tagore was born into a wealthy and cultured Bengali family, and was exposed to literature, art, and music from an early age. He was educated in England, where he studied law, but he returned to India without completing his degree, as he was more interested in pursuing his literary interests. He began writing poetry at a young age, and his first collection of poems, Sandhya Sangeet, Songs of Twilight, was published in 1882. Over the next few decades, he wrote many more books of poetry, as well as short stories, plays, and novels, and established himself as one of the leading literary figures in India. Tagore's literary works were characterized by their deep spiritual themes and their exploration of the human condition. He was a strong advocate for human rights and social justice, and many of his works address these themes. He was also a fierce critic of British colonial rule in India, and his works often reflected his opposition to British imperialism. One of Tagore's most famous works is his collection of poems Gitanjali, which was published in 1910. This collection, which consisted of poems in Bengali and English, was widely celebrated and received critical acclaim, both in India and internationally. The poems in Gitanjali were notable for their simple, direct language and their powerful emotional content, and they explored themes of love, death, and the human condition. The collection was a turning point in Tagore's career, and it helped to establish him as one of the leading voices in Indian literature. In addition to his literary works, Tagore was also a philosopher, and his ideas had a profound influence on Indian thought. He was a strong advocate for universalism, and believed in the unity of all cultures and civilizations. He was also a visionary who saw the importance of education in promoting peace and understanding, and he established the Visva-Bharati University in Shantiniketan, Bengal, which was dedicated to this goal. Tagore was a prolific writer throughout his life, and his works have been translated into many languages. He is widely considered one of the greatest poets in the Bengali language, and his works continue to be widely read and celebrated to this day. In addition to his literary and philosophical contributions, Tagore was also a talented musician and songwriter. He composed over 2,000 songs, which are known as Rabindranath Sangeet, and these songs continue to be popular in India and around the world. His songs, which often incorporated elements of Indian classical music and traditional Bengali folk music, are characterized by their simple melodies and profound emotional content, and they continue to be a source of inspiration and comfort to many. Tagore's impact on Indian culture and thought was profound, and he continues to be widely regarded as one of the greatest figures in Indian history. He was a visionary who saw the importance of unity, peace, and understanding, and his works continue to inspire generations of Indians and people around the world.